Okay, hello everybody, and welcome back to another tarot reading on Ever Eden Tarot. Today we are exploring something fun. This is really fun. I haven't done a video like this yet, so I'm so excited to dive in. The energy is amazing. It's exciting. It's cute. It's going to be great. We're diving into who you will marry, which is so cute. I'm so excited. So if you are new to a pick a card reading, you just meditate on the pile of cards in front of you and select one. This is pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. Some people pick by the stones, whatever is calling your name. Others just pick intuitively by the cards. I'll probably actually move these off. So you can take a look at both the stones and the cards and have a good look, and then just take your time. I know that sometimes I just kind of get like these tingles and I just know which one is. If not, sometimes my eyes just can't stay off of one pile, and then that's the one to choose as well. So this is pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. And then you know what to do. If you don't, go check the description or the comment section and you can click on the timestamp, and then I will see you at your reading. Enjoy. Hello, my lovely group ones. And if you chose this smoky quartz and the first pile of cards, then this is your reading. Today we are doing something very fun, a little different for me, but I can tell already this energy is amazing and enlightening. So, we're going to have a lot of fun here today. We are discovering who you will marry. All right. So, this is based on current energies. So, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. It is all up to you. You are in control of your future, but let's have some fun. Okay, so your first card is I affirm that all life is sacred. Okay, interesting. Let's keep going. Your second card is I am kind. Ooh, okay. And your next card is I relate in peace. Interesting. So, the person I'm getting for you right off the bat may be very in touch with nature. They also may work with their hands. They may work outside or in some type of field that has to do with the environment or the outdoors, anything like that. Maybe in relation to animals as well. They may be really in tune with nature because all life is sacred and they understand that. And in other ways, they might, just enjoy being outdoors. They may enjoy the wilderness. They may enjoy the forest and things like that. Maybe they don't work with it, but I'm getting that perhaps they work with their hands. Perhaps they would love to work with animals, that they enjoy other living beings, that they aren't, the type to be afraid of animals or anything like that, that they enjoy being outdoors. Definitely with I am kind, they're just a really giving person. They may be more on the quiet side, but they're just deeply kind inside, and that portrays outside as well, maybe sometimes into a bit of an introvertedness. But that they're just a deeply kind, passionate, caring person. And with I relate in peace, I'm getting that they're just a very peaceful and zen person. Like when situations escalate, they know how to level things out, bring things back down. When family are going a little crazy, there maybe throw out a joke or do different things to bring the peace back. But I'm also, this hand imagery is really strong here. So they definitely do something with their hands. They work with their hands. There's something about that for them as well. So let's see what else we have so we can dive in a little deeper. Okay, so with the crystal cards here, we have spiritual awakening. Yeah, so this person, and with the peace card and the sacredness, I'm taking that this person is spiritually awakened. That they understand the ins and outs of life, and that life is a cycle, and perhaps maybe they are religious or maybe they're not, but they do understand the bigger picture, and that how the world works and different things like that, and they are open to spirituality. And with the selenite, they're definitely just this really cleansing energy for you. It's probably this yin yang thing. They definitely calm you down and make you very peaceful. With trust coming up here, I'm getting that their heart chakra is really open. This is a loving, caring person. There's a lot of green happening here. This also goes back to the earth. They're definitely one with the earth. They definitely thrive in situations where they're outside with nature, in the earth. That's how they re-energize, and that's what kind of person this is. Maybe they do work in geology or some type of engineering that is outside, or they are an environmentalist or something like that. But they're just like a deeply kind and earth-based person. Maybe they are an earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, something like that. Let's keep going here. And then we have peace again. Peace and peace, guys. Okay, amazing. I'm getting that they're probably tall. I'm seeing this kind of like slim, tall imagery. That doesn't have to resonate for everybody, but there's definitely some height here, some growth. They definitely kind of vibe upwards, you know. They can command a room if they want to, but I think they kind of tend to lay low in the back and just be quiet and peaceful, and have this deeper understanding in which that they connect with everybody and all beings on. They're probably really natural around these nature elements too. They may be great at keeping house plants and different things like that. I know getting into the nitty gritty there, but yeah, they could be very religious and or just spiritual and just understand lives and beings and different things like that. Maybe some indigenous ties, or maybe some other, you know, spiritualities of different cultures that you may know about, or that they may know about, or that they explore. And they just take a great interest in that, even if they don't practice it. Okay, so let's keep going. I'll just put these over here for now. Lots and lots of peace. All right, so what I'm getting here now is Earth School, life lessons, soul growth, study, higher learning. Okay, so but I'm actually getting here too is that Earth, once again, the Earth, they're back to the Earth. This is a very grounded person. This is somebody who is here, who is present, who is understanding, who gets the world and the ins and out, who's regenerated by the Earth. But also, I'm getting that they probably do have some type of education. They definitely either went to school or have a trade or something along those lines that help them work. And I'm really strongly being pulled into this outdoorsy kind of feel and field that they may work in as well. So they're definitely a really grounded person. They definitely have a strong soul, and they are into higher learning, higher education. They're probably always learning, always looking for something to learn. Once again, probably a more introverted person who's just, you know, really to themselves in their learning and understanding like that. And they always want to see kind of the how it works, you know, how everything works and how everything gets put together. Next, we have karmic relationships. Yeah, soul growth again. This is soul growth, soul growth. Wow. So this person is just an established soul, and I think that they've overcome some karmic relationships in the past, and that's how they've become such a grounded person, and that's how they've become such a peaceful person. They've been through a lot. They've been through some tough relationships. They've had karmic relationships. So karmic relationships are, you know, there to teach us lessons, right? And what the lesson that they have learned and that they have come to and that they have formed from is peace and trust, you know, and how to be kind and how to actually operate that way in a relationship. You're getting a very stable, established, peaceful person in this marriage, and that is, you know, what they're going to relate. Of course, it's not going to be perfect. Nothing is perfect like that, but they have learned. They have had life lessons, and they have learned from those, and they are bringing that forward into this union. Interesting. Wow, that's amazing. Okay, let's keep going here. Next, we have the Raven, wise woman, a change is coming. Okay, so this is different. So this relationship, this marriage that you are manifesting is different than anything you've ever had before in your life. You've realized you needed a change, you realized what you needed, and you realize that it's more and it's deeper, and it's not just superficial the way things have been in the past. You know, you're gaining this wisdom and you're manifesting this relationship into your life, or they are manifesting it into their life as well. And this is a welcome change. This is going to be different than anybody you have ever been with before. This is a person who is probably so grounded and definitely has all of this earth energy, and definitely relates back to the earth. They may want to live in acreages or farmland or something like that as well, or on the ocean or something different where they can actually connect and have a garden and everything like that, and understand the things that keep people peaceful through the environments that they surround themselves by. Let's put that there. And next we have the field mouse. Like I said, this may indicate some farming or anything like that as well. This may indicate, working on the land as well. It's very interesting. It says believe in yourself and dare to dream big and success. Okay, so this is a very successful person I'm getting with the education vibes and with just, the work that is to be done. And, the earth's work is never done. And there's always a lot of different ways that we can work in those fields as well. And with the field mouse, like he is a hard worker or she, divine feminine or masculine. I'm not even getting whether this is feminine or masculine energy. It's just very neutral energy, which I love. So they're a very successful person. They definitely believe in themselves and they definitely have big dreams. But I think their big dreams are based around the family and the success that they can have for the family, themselves, and, this union and the marriage. So it's somebody who is not afraid to put in the work. Okay, let's see what else we have here as well. Oh my goodness, peace again. So this person has peace showing up 3 times. This is a peacekeeper, a peacemaker. This is somebody who keeps the peace and keeps things calm, even when things are crazy, flipped upside down, backwards, all over the place. This is the person you want in your corner during those situations. This person is, just there. And once again, some more earthly energy, some more open pastures and things like that. A lot of green. They do have a very open heart chakra. Their heart is ready. You're meeting somebody who is established and ready for this. I'm guessing that, this isn't a young union, that all of this work and all of this soul connection and everything that is being learned here, it takes time, and it takes time for them to grow. And I'm taking with all this earth energy, there's been a lot of growth, and they have had karmic relationships, and then, and this schooling and a lot of learning has happened in this person's life, and they have just become this peaceful being who is put here to just have, this wonderful life. Okay. And then we have imagine. So this person is going to be everything you ever dreamed of. Maybe even the things that you didn't even know you dreamed of. I could be describing this person and you're like, yeah, that would be amazing. I never would have put that on my list to have somebody who is peaceful. But, now that you hear that, you're like, that would actually be what I need in my life. So, you are creating and manifesting this person into your life for sure. If they aren't there already. And if they are there already, I think it's just fun. That you're watching and you're probably giggling and you're probably thinking, yeah, I never thought that this would be the person that I wanted and everything that I ever wanted. Lots of blues here too. They probably have a relaxed and just well-balanced throat chakra. So they probably aren't quick to, argue or anything like that, but they do have a great way of expressing themselves, and you're going to have a lot of good communication in this and a lot of just, creating a life together. Okay, so I did pull some tarot cards to see what this marriage would be like and everything like that. So let's have a look. Okay, we have the 6 of Pentacles. Interesting. And then next we have the 3 of Wands. Yeah, that is that person for sure. And then we have the 3 of Pentacles. Once again, lots of Pentacles energy, lots of earth energy. This person is definitely very grounded in the earth, and that is where they find their peace. With the 6 of Pentacles showing up here, this relationship is going to be a lot of giving and a lot of receiving. And you have to be open to receiving and open to giving. You are going to have a very balanced relationship. What I'm getting is just equals, pure equal parties and equal say in everything, just because of this peaceful energy and this soul vibes I'm getting from you guys. It's really quite amazing. So I'm just seeing that you guys are going to balance things out. It's going to be a give and a take. This will be a very generous person, and that will bring out the generosity in yourself. You may, be very giving in some ways, and they'll be very giving in other ways. So it'll be definitely just be this abundant giving lifestyle. I'm getting some abundance for you guys, but not because of lack of hard work. There's definitely a lot of hard work, and I'm getting that with kind of like these harvest and earthy vibes too. You are going to be a very hardworking couple in this give and take kind of union, giving and receiving kind of energy. You probably will be charitable to causes that you are passionate about, perhaps animals and earth and different things like that as well. This person will be a bit of a visionary with this showing up under the Imagine card as well. They will always be thinking about things that they can build and create and how they can better the world around them and make the world a great place for their family and everybody in it. And, they'll just have some great things on the back burner all the time and just have this vision for you as a union, as your marriage, and just going forward. With the Three of Pentacles showing up here too, you're both willing to put in the work and you know when work is needed. So if any turmoil or anything pops up like that, which, that's life, things happen, and I'm sure it will, you are both willing to put in the work, and this person is willing to do the work as well, and they will see the work that you do, and you will be recognized a lot in this marriage as well. So it's definitely going to be a great balance of efforts. Right. Okay. And here's the Hermit again. Well, again, I didn't have it before, but I have been feeling this Hermit energy. This is the Virgo card. So this is the energy of just somebody who needs to have reflection, maybe soul reflection, dig a little deeper. This person does need time to themselves. Maybe that's going out for a walk. Maybe that's being in nature, whatever it may be. This person enjoys some alone time and self-reflection, and they're coming to you as a whole person because they have done a lot of self-reflection in the past, which is why they're so peaceful, which is why you just have this immense trust for this person. Even if you barely know them, when you meet them, your heart just gets it, and you just understand that this person is whole all by themselves, and that's why this union is working so well for you guys. And then we have the Knight of Cups. So he definitely is kind of this Prince Charming vibes. Or maybe this is you. I'm taking maybe this is you. Like, you're a charmer. You're more of that seductive energy. And you bring that side out in them too as well, because they're more of this steady pentacle energy, but you get them like heated up a little, and you get them excited, and you get them to bring out the chivalry and court you and different items like that when they need to. But they're more of this hermit earth energy, and you just show up with all your whimsy and charm and excitement and love and bring that into their life. And next we have the Seven of Wands. Yeah. Okay. So this is, you're going to be able to work through anything together. You can see this guy, like he is kind of like fighting off all of these other wands, but he's not like breaking a sweat or anything. Like, he's cool. It's just a lot of work. So things will be a lot of work, and no one's ever going to promise you that your love life is going to be simple and your marriage is going to be easy and everything is going to be amazing. But in this marriage, you two will be able to collaborate together and work through anything that you need to work through based on the relationship that you have and the peace that you have in your marriage and in your life. Okay, so overall, this is a great person, a great reading, just an earthly being, and so amazing. Your bottom deck energy for the tarot is the Three of Cups. So this is a great union energy. I think you'll have a big wedding, a big party or celebration after the wedding or something like that. Everybody is going to be excited and happy for you guys. This is going to be a wonderful union, and your friends and family are going to celebrate, and you will be supported. Okay, I am going to call that wonderful reading there. Thank you so much for giving me your time and your ears and your eyes, and just kind of listening to hear what I have to say about your future in this tarot reading and who you are going to marry. I hope this resonated with you. If it did, please leave a comment, like, share, subscribe, all of that good stuff, just to let me know that you're there and you are enjoying this content. Okay, thank you so much, Group 1. Bye. All right. Hello, group two. If you picked this file right here with this labradorite crystal, this is for you. We're doing something a little fun today. I haven't done one of these readings before, but I'm very excited. The energies are so fun and happy and joyous, and I'm having a great time shuffling these cards so far. So let's see what happens in this reading for you. This is who you will marry. It's so exciting. I'm excited anyway. I'll be excited for you. So group two, let's just dive right in and take a look at your future, either a spouse or a long-term partner. Just know this is based on current energies. Everything could change, and this is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Okay, so your first card is I do good. Interesting. Okay, and then we have I benefit with gratitude. Look at both these cards. The eyes are closed. This one's crying a little. Interesting. And then we have I do the best I can. So it's like I do. There's lots of I do here. So this person is definitely a really hard worker. They probably have like this big vision, what I'm getting from here with the hands, and then what's in this palms here. Those palms have, these circles of light in them, and then they're creating light. So this person has a big vision, and maybe sometimes they feel a little conflicted because they work so hard. They do good, and they're doing this for the right reasons, but maybe sometimes they're misunderstood. I'm getting, because they're so hardworking and so driven and so pushing forward that, they may not seem like they're doing everything with the right intentions, but they have the best of intentions, and they're so grateful for everything that they have. Getting that they do have some abundance for sure, that they are abundant people, and you are attracting this abundant person who is very hardworking into your life, and they just do the best that they can, and they're just a really big picture person who is looking for more, who understands that there's more to the world, that really wants this perfect scenario and really wants to make everything happen. They want to do good, and they want to do it the best that they can, and they're so grateful for all that they have. And this gratitude is just attracting more and more into their lives. So let's see what else we get here as well, so we can clarify a bit. Okay, so we have conflict. Yeah, okay, let's get that down there. And then we have, I'm holding these upside down. Life purpose, exactly. This person is on the hunt. There's a lot of blue here. They may actually have like an overactive throat chakra, so they may like talk a lot, push things forward, be a little bit aggressive with this conflict thing. But they really just want the world to know that like it's all coming from a good place. They have great intentions, and they're just doing the best they can. They're just, so focused on life purpose and pushing things forward and growing in the bigger picture. Yeah, take action. Oh, that's interesting. We got Labradorite, and that was the crystal that you chose as well. Oh, I love that. That's cool. I've never even got this card before. So take action. They're a very action-oriented person. They do make the moves. Look at all of this blue. Yeah, this is the throat chakra. This is, probably an overactive throat chakra. So they're really maybe overly honest, and they're just overly, open and speak their opinion, and maybe like, that sits with people poorly sometimes, but you get it. You understand that they just do great things, and they're doing the best that they can, and they're just really focused on this life's purpose, and they see that with you and in this marriage and what they're creating, and they take action, and they're action oriented. They will come to you. Yeah, you're not going to have to chase after them. This person is action oriented, is forward. They are going to come to you. If they have a problem, they are going to let you know, maybe not in the best approach, but you will understand that they are just so grateful, and that they can get so overwhelmed with all of these ideas and amazing things that they are trying to bring into their life. And they're just doing the best that they can. But sometimes this can come out as conflict when your throat chakra is overactive, and you can just, not approach that in the best type of sense. I'm not getting that this conflict is, in your marriage or anything like that. This is probably just a bit of a opinionated, confrontational person, which in no way is a bad thing. I love those people. I love anybody who will, argue their point and stand up for what they believe in. And this is all coming from a good place. This is their life's purpose. They are fighting for what they want, and they're trying to figure out who they are and how they can bring all of this abundance into their life. And they're so based on action. They are fine with that. They are going to come to you and come for you. And that is amazing. And they're going to want to do good and the best that they can all the time. This person is energy. Yeah, this person probably has a lot of energy as well. Wow, that's a lot of blue. That's amazing. Okay, let's see what else we have here. We have, yeah, the big picture. Exactly. They're focused, they're a visionary, they want to know what the big picture is, what's coming. This is big picture thinking. They're inspired, they have a lot of ideas, and they see you and this marriage as a part of that, a part of the big picture. I'm getting like power couple vibes. I'm getting, exciting things. Like this person probably talks a lot and gets everybody very excited and, over communicates like that, but they just have this vision, right? And they just have this energy and they get people inspired. They really do. They have inspiring ideas and they get people excited for sure. And then next we have fall into my arms, surrender, holding the opposites, extremes of life. So I'm getting that you two are probably very much like yin and yang energy, and you soften them a lot. When they're in this combative energy, you kind of just come in and bring in that other energy that softens them. And sometimes, like, I'm getting that this person will just need to be like held, and you're just like, oh, it's okay, come here, you're gonna be okay, like, and just like calm them down from their ideas and their excitement. And I'm getting that a lot of this is actually positive. It's not all like this negative stuff or anything like that. They're just an excited, open, expressive person with a very action oriented, who is just here for their big life purpose to create this empire and create everything that they ever wanted and manifest it and have this amazing life with you. Like, I'm feeling like this person like has everything planned. They do. They're more excited about this than you are, which is crazy. They're just, and they surrender to you. They let their guard down around you, and the extremes of life don't seem as extreme, and they can actually just find peace and chill out a bit, and vice versa. You might feel some of this energy. You might mirror some of this energy. This might be some of your energy as well. And the two of you just balance each other out. You may have some twin flame energy there, two souls that were split, and you kind of mirror each other, but you also balance each other out and just have different things that you excel at, but have the same visions and values in life, which could be very interesting. All right, so you're, oh my goodness, big picture thinking. The big picture. Okay, so this is the giraffe. Take a step back and gather your thoughts and feelings. Yes, exactly. So this person is definitely a big picture person. They have every idea and everything planned out. They know what they want. They're going to take action on it. They're not the kind of person you're going to have to push off the couch and make do something. Like, they're already gone and you're like, hey, where are you at? Where'd you go? What are you doing? Oh, I'm out looking at this, or I'm exploring that, or all of these things. And you're like, okay, wow, all right. And, next thing you know, there's just abundance and things in front of you and new adventures and, this big picture, amazing stuff in your life that this person is bringing into it and is helping you. Oh, and shadow work. This can play on mirroring, like I just said as well. You may really be twin flames. You may really be coming into union with your twin flame here as well. So there are no shadows without the light. So the fox here is telling us, that this person understands that they can be a lot, and there's a lot of things that probably make them uncomfortable and maybe even some things about you and about them make each other uncomfortable, but it's because it's your shadow, it's your mirroring side. Things that kind of, the stuff you need to work on, but you don't actually want to work on it. And it's kind of different like that. So you definitely bring out that kind of work within each other. With the fox, I'm getting this guy, like this person is kind of smooth, maybe slick, probably kind of charming. With the giraffe, they also may be tall. There's a lot of feminine energy going on here too. So they may be very good looking, maybe more onto that feminine side, maybe more into their creative realm and things like that. That wouldn't be for everybody, but just from some physical characteristics that could be possible, that's what I'm feeling. Okay, let's see what our last few oracle cards here say before we get into the tarot. Next, we have come to the edge. So this is the Fool's energy. Yes, this person is just ready to dive right into like whatever they're passionate about. So 36 may be a relevant number as well, may not be, but this is come to the edge. This is take a leap. This may move fast is what I'm getting from this energy. This person knows what they want. This person is established. This person has big dreams. This person takes action. Things may come in very quickly for you. If you haven't met this person already, or if you have met this person and you are with this person, I imagine things have happened very quickly to get to your union and your marriage. So this, solidification of the relationship or marriage or what have you, whatever you prefer, probably came in really fast or is coming really fast once you meet or get in union with this person. Okay, let's keep going. No place like home. Yeah, definitely some twin flame energy. You guys feel like home for each other. And I also see like maybe in this big picture, like a home is very important to the two of you being home. And it's probably this space where this person finds grounding and where you guys find grounding together because of all these big visionary ideas and amazing things that happen in life and all of this huge momentum and bigger picture thinking, and just doing the best you can and working so hard. Like you're going to find a lot of this falling into arms and this surrendering and this surrendering from the extremes of life's at home together, and some peace and quiet and solitude in the times, because there is no place like home for the two of you. This is just going to feel like home, and maybe you create a home together or move home together. Like home will be an important place for you. All right, so let's see what the tarot has to say about this marriage. Your first card is the Seven of Pentacles for sure. And then we have the Four of Wands, 1111. And then we have the Page of Swords. Okay, what I'm getting here with the Seven of Pentacles is this person will always be working so hard. They might have this energy of like nothing is ever enough, and this is a lot of work, and everything is always going to be a lot of work, and they're not going to be kind of fulfilled, not in the marriage, but in what they can provide to the marriage. Let's see why. Okay, so yeah, that makes sense. You are the Empress to them, so they really just want to provide you everything, right? They want you to have everything. They want to provide you everything. They want to make sure that you're happy. So this is like a lot of work to them, and they're never going to be satisfied with what they have to provide you. So you're going to be a little bit reassuring to them. They're like, this is enough. Like, we're doing great. They just want to be the best person for you. They want you to have the best material life. They want you to be so happy and everything to be extremely abundant and plentiful in your life. So they're just like, go, 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 go. And they may seem like they're not happy or nothing's ever good enough, but it's all because they just want this union to be so perfect. So this person may need a lot of reassurance kind of thing. Yeah. And then we have the Strength cards. So what they're seeing too is that you're a very strong person, and probably a very just spiritually deep person. And they, with their energy, probably just strive to be as strong and secure in self as you are, and be that strong of a person for you so that they can supply you with everything that you've ever dreamed of, and do this together and create this, 1111 moment here, which we're getting. This is also some twin flame energy here. You could see these two people together and this Four of Wands, and this is kind of like a happy picture of people together, and that's really just where you're going in this relationship and in this marriage. With the Page of Swords showing up here, I am getting that this person will, and maybe the both of you will be kind of quick to words, maybe just remember to think before you speak a little bit. You probably just talk a lot or quick to say things or quick to write things off. This person will take that very deeply personal, but they'll also be the same. I'm getting so much mirroring energy from the two of you in your marriage. So yeah, okay. So this is the Tower moment. So what I'm getting from this, defining the 1111 and the Four of Wands here, is that you changed their life. Okay, so this person was big picture visionary, but probably in like this bachelor or bachelorette mind state. They saw everything for themselves. They saw this big, they were hunting it for themselves. So you met a whole person for sure, but you changed the way that they saw their future. You changed everything. And then they kind of got over here into the Seven of Pentacles energy. And how do I provide for more than myself? How do I make this person happy? How do I fix all of this? This isn't what I'm used to. This is really hard. I want this 1111. I want happily ever after with this person. Everything in my life has to change. I am used to doing this for me. How do I do this for a couple? How do I do this for people? And they love the change. The change is a complete 180 from what they were doing, though. They're out there, probably hustling, probably in their own power, probably just doing their own thing. They probably didn't even have just room for you, and then you showed up out of nowhere, changed their entire life and their entire outlook. And next we have the Ten of Cups. This is happily ever after. So once this Tower moment takes place and once everything is brought together, clarifying this Page of Swords here, once we work through all of these communications and things like that, and we're together and we're in this union, this is happily ever after. This is soulmates. This is, once again, I'm really getting this mirroring probably twin flame or soulmate energy here. This is very strong for the two of you. You two are very yin and yang energy, and you're going to create this happily ever after. This is kids if you want it. This is land and property. This is maybe even an empire. This is whatever you are building, because I'm getting power couple vibes. I don't have a lot of pentacles here that show those physical things in the physical realm, but I'm just like getting that energy. And with the Ten of Cups, it is coming for you and to you. All right, so your bottom deck energy for this reading is the Six of Wands. So this Six of Wands is just complete celebration and victory. You're going to make it through this Tower moment. You're going to have a celebration. This is going to be amazing. But what the Six of Wands tell me is it's not going to stop. You two are just going to be ever growing, always searching for more, always looking for more, always doing the best you can and doing good and wanting to do good, and just to keep things going and, taking action and finding your life's purpose together, no matter how different that is from what either of you thought that would be. I'm taking like that these are just, two whole people all on their own who never expected this to happen. And when this union came together, it was absolutely life-changing, and we're on our way to victory. All right, group 2, that is everything I have for your reading today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope this reading finds you well. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Thanks for tuning in. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, all of those fun things that let me know you are enjoying these readings. Bye. Welcome, group 3. Bonjour. I don't know why I was pulled to say that in French, but welcome. I'm so happy that you are here so we can figure out something really exciting, really fun, who you are going to marry. This is a little different than any of the other videos I have done, but the energy is amazing, and I had so much fun with the other two groups. So I can just imagine how my third and final group are going to do if this was the stone that you selected. And this was the pile. Then this is your reading of current energies based on right now. This is a timeless reading. It'll find you at the best time in your life of who you are going to marry. Okay, so I am so excited to get started here, and let's take a look. All right, so your first card is I keep my own counsel. Okay, a really independent thinker is what I'm getting off the bat here. And next we have I am open to love in various forms. A really unique person, too. Really accepting, really open. I am accepting, yeah. A really accepting, open person. Okay, so what I'm getting here for I keep my own counsel is this is an independent thinker. This person, may have earlier on in their life had a lot of beliefs and thoughts and ideas and systems and stuff placed on them, and now that they kind of have their own vision and their own idea, eyes may be important. They may have amazing eyes. They may be really attracted to the way they look at you or their eyes or anything like that. Anyway, they may have had this vision of what life should have been like, but it wasn't actually their own vision. This was the vision that was placed on them by society or parents or people in their life or family or friends, and who they should be with and what they should do and this and that. But as they come into their own, as they grow, they are kind of keeping their own leadership on their own life and understanding what they need from this world, from this marriage, from this union, and from this partnership. Okay, and then with I am open to love in various forms, they realize that like love isn't just so superficial, that there's so much more to it. There's so much more to love. It may be very like a unique perspective on what love is and deeper feelings, and they may understand soul connections and past lives, or just feel it. They don't have to know those terms or that terminology, but they just feel it. They understand that sometimes there is more, and they are open to love now. I feel like this person may be older. I think they've done a lot of learning, right? They're understanding who they are, and now they are accepting. So I'm thinking that maybe the two of you are just a little different, right? You're made up of different stuff, the stuff of magic, the stuff that makes people a little weird, a little, not cookie cutter, not plain, not boring. You're just like these people who know who you are and just unforgivingly yourselves. And, you're here for the world to take that. And they're very accepting of who you are, but they're also accepting of themselves and realized who they are. Because I feel like for a long time they were probably living someone else's life. And haven't we all been through that? Of course. All right, so let's find out a little bit more about your person. Okay, our first card here is creativity. They are an immensely creative person. They are inspired by creativity. If you are a creative person, they are interested in that like sparks joy in their soul, that you are so creative. They appreciate that. Then we have meditation with the amethyst there. Yeah, for sure. They have done some soul searching. They have done some growing. They have done some deep learning about themselves and what they want from this life. And whether it was actual meditation or not, that could be a practice that they've taken. But if not, they've done a lot of self-reflection. They've done a lot of self-growth, and they're coming to you as a whole person and knowing what they want in that area of life. And they just enjoy the creative things as well. And then we have the sunstone, which is empowerment. This is a strong person. I'm thinking that they're probably abundant in themselves. They're very rooted, very grounded. I'm getting a lot of reds here going into the root chakra. Very masculine energy. These are kind of bottom chakra energies that I'm picking up on here. So lots of masculine energy. But with the meditation, their third eye may be open, and they may be a little intuitive now too, just because of the work that they have done. Also, I'm getting just that this person, the hair really stands out for me. So maybe they have great hair. That's different, but like just think about it, consider it. With the creativity though, this is a creative person. This is an inspired person, whether they work in a creative realm or not. They are just enjoy the finer things in life. They may like art. They may like, spaces to look particular. They may work in a creative realm, but not directly, but also just get to use their creativity and enjoy using their creativity. And I'm getting that they love seeing you be creative, and you're definitely a creative being too. And you guys are going to bond through creativity, through spirituality, through this just kind of meditative practice. Maybe they do yoga, maybe you do yoga, and this is something you can bond on, is just this meditation and this creativity. And then with this empowerment, this is just a stronghold person. They are so empowered. They are in their energy. They know what they want, they're just whole by themselves, which is amazing, like they're not too focused on what this perfect family should look like in the ideals of society. They're empowered to be different, and they understand that their life may look different and that things may come in a different realm or a different way, and they just light up. Especially, I'm just getting that they light up with when you're creative or when creative ideas come by. And they just feel so empowered, and this relationship will be very empowering to you both. Okay, let's keep going and see what we have. Your next card is the great severing. All right, Mars energy, anger, conflict, softening to love. So they have been through a lot. This is more root chakra energy here too. I'm seeing with all these reds, but they have been through a lot. They have just realized that this isn't the life that they wanted. They've cut it off, and they've decided to be their own counsel. They've decided to make their own decisions. They decided to pave their own path and open to creativity and empowerment and meditation, all of these different whimsical things in life. Whereas like somebody that you want to be with isn't a checklist of all of these things that somebody else says that they should be, and they're open and accepting. They're accepting to new people and different people and things that may not fit the regular form of what they wanted in the past. And this is the kind of person that they are. They almost are just infatuated by different characters and people. And they understand, that everybody is different. And like, I just get that they really like the uniqueness of you and just all the people around them, and that they really enjoy those things. And then breath of the cosmos, my will to thy will, micromanaging the universe. Yeah, so they've been trying to control this all for so long. They've been trying to control what everything should look like and live up to other people's standards and become the person that other people wanted them to be and have the relationships that other people saw them having. But, they took their willpower, and they moved forward beyond that and stopped trying to micromanage relationships in the universe and try to get everything to fit into this box that never really existed, and embraced their creativity, empowered themselves, and embraced this side of them that was probably caged for so long because it was told it should do different things. It was told it should like different things. It was, told by society and by different realms and by different judgments that it should be a certain way. Okay. So then we have the dog, which is divine service. How can you serve yourself better? What I'm getting with this is they may actually be in the service industry. So they may serve people in some way. If not, like there's some type of leader that helps, other people grow. And they're definitely put on this earth to serve others and to express service. Maybe even a dog. Maybe they have a dog. Maybe they want a dog. Maybe they love dogs. That could be really interesting for the family. That could resonate with some of you, but or maybe they're in like some service industry too, like a police officer or the military or any type of industry like that. If not, they're just some type of leader that is in kind of an industry that provides service to others. I'm getting the very abundant vibes here with this empowerment and all this root chakra. Like they are grounded, they are abundant, they are secure. You're coming into union, you're coming into marriage with a very secure person. Maybe they're in the health fields too with the service as well. They're just in this area of the world that kind of brings others into it. With the owl, they may be older than you, they may be wise, but this is sight. Detach your emotions from the situation that you cannot control. Exactly. So they've spent a long time in their life trying to control everything. And I'm now getting that they had just this epiphany that they like love things a little more weird and they like things a little more different, and they love you for your uniqueness and all that you have to offer. And you may not have been who they would have been with before in their lives, but now they understand, now that they can see clearly as to what this world has to offer, and they see love in different ways, and they understand that life isn't two kids and a white picket fence and different things like that. They want a world and a life where love is empowerment and creativity and meditation, and it's deeper, and it's more to them for that. Okay, so let's take a look at your next set of cards here. We have the never-ending story. Yes, they were stuck in this cycle, and you were stuck in this cycle too. I'm getting you were stuck in this cycle of like, like I'm so different and nobody matches me and nothing's the same. And how is this ever going to end? Like nobody gets me, nobody gets me, nobody gets me. And they were feeling the same way because we were all out there just trying to search for somebody that didn't fit into this narrative that we have created for ourselves over years and years and years. And, this person is just an empowering, exciting person now. And they're ready to end this cycle. They're ready to end this never ending story. And that's how you two come into union if you haven't already. New life. Oh, okay. So look at these cards. That's amazing. Like this is both fairies on a pedestal. This fairy is depleted and this fairy is awakening. This could also be taken more literally too. This person could want family. This person could want kids. Maybe they have kids. Maybe it's a dog. Maybe you all are getting a dog or want a dog or love dogs. But new life. So this is just something completely different than either of you have been a part of already. And this person is just so abundant and so successful that now they can actually focus on what they want instead of what society thinks that they should have because they feel full all by themselves with their wisdom, with their acceptingness, with their empowerment. This person is just coming across as very grounded, very secure, very rooted. And when we're really secure, we can make decisions based on our hearts and what we deeply want as opposed to out of necessity. Okay, so let's see what the tarot has to say. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so your first tarot card is the 10 of Pentacles. Oh my goodness. Like I said, this is abundant. I'm getting that this is a rich, successful, abundant person. The 9 of Pentacles, that is you. You are this successful, abundant person welcoming this other successful, abundant person, and you guys are just successful on your own. You are so secure in who you are, the both of you right now. Okay, let's see. Perfect. And then let's clarify this 10 of Pentacles. Oh my God. The 10 of Pentacles clarified by the 10 of Cups. Okay, so this person has been working on abundant success. They have been building. They have security. They have everything that they kind of need in this physical world. And, this is all just coming to a complete close because now that they want this in the family realm as well. They want to see this, share their successes with somebody else in this creative, new, different way for this happily ever after card, like this land of milk and honey. They want to share it with the perfect, empowered person, this different person, this person who is whole and successful all by themselves, this person who knows what they have deep inside them, this person who is okay with being different and unique and a little bit weird, but also cool and beautiful and powerful. And I'm just kidding that you're so powerful and that is so attractive to them and that they want this life with you. And then this is coming full circle. This is the decision that they needed to make. This is where they needed to go. And that all of these synchronicities are adding up. And this is going to make everything, I don't want to say feel whole because I'm getting that the two of you are so whole by yourselves, but it's just going to create this ultimate balance and kind of justice that comes through in this last judgment where this decision is made of this happiness and this go forward and get what you want and be who you want to be and let's prove it to the world. And I think you guys are going to have a lot of eyes on you. I think people are going to really respect this union and this relationship, and people are going to see you and be like, wow, how in the world did those two crazy cats find each other? That is so perfect. I don't think anybody is going to doubt what you have or where you're going or how this even happened. They're just going to be like, they are so lucky they found each other because they aren't made for anybody else. They're so great together. They're so unique. They're so different, but they're so whole, each of them by themselves. And this is the Magician. Okay. So I take it that the two of you, both of you, both of you are manifesting this right now because you're so successful, because you have so much going on, because you have so much greatness in your life. You are actually using your magician powers and you are trying to manifest this union into creation. This is work done by both of you. And anything the two of you decide to try and go conquer together and try to manifest into reality together, you will succeed and you will create it. I can get the feeling that in this marriage, you two are going to create a lot of things. You're going to have a lot of ideas. There's going to be a lot of creativity and empowerment, and just you have this abundance, and so it's going to be this never ending excitement of just creating amazing things and doing amazing things together. Probably a lot of travel and seeing the world and going different places, and just creating, this new life together, this dream life, this exciting new adventure, because this is what is destined to be. Oh, and then we have the Fool. It's the new adventure, taking the leap. Okay, so this will be a little bit scary, but it'll be like, you don't care. People are probably like, oh, you're moving really fast or you're doing a lot of things. And you're just like, I'm going to take the leap. I'm going to jump all in. I'm going to go all in, because you're going to know in your heart of hearts and in your soul of souls that this union is different. This is so unique. This is so rare. This is so creative and beyond and abundant. I'm just seeing there's a lot of riches here. So I just, perhaps you're getting in a union with somebody who has really good fortune, or perhaps you have built an amazing, stable life for yourself. But I see no scarcity, that's for sure. And then with the Hanged Man, as your bottom deck energy, we are just confirming that you both are looking at love in a new perspective. This is a new take on love. This is a new take on life. This is a new life. You both are so accepting. You both see things so differently that you just have changed your life and the way you see things to open up to this union, to make sure it happens, to have this marriage welcomed into your life and to have everything behind you. But I'm getting that you guys just don't need anybody else. I'm getting like this energy that you just don't care about the opinions of others. You guys are past it. You guys are past what society wants you to do. You are past what you think society should be and what you should have as the definition of, happiness in marriage and union. Okay. All right, group 3. So this is who you will marry. I hope it resonated. I hope it gets you excited. I hope it raises your vibration, and that if this is somebody you want to attract into your life, that you claim this and you move forward, and you have all the joys and riches that you want to succeed and to create the life that you are leading and that you want, and you probably already are in the energy of having. Woo! All right. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. If you enjoyed this reading, please comment, please like, share, subscribe, do all of those things that just support, so I know that you are enjoying this. Okay, I will catch you next time. Bye.